Thank you. All right. Sweet. All right, so I have 5 minutes to talk about probably the biggest thing that you can do to be successful as a startup. And yes, I'm not wearing shoes. I'm from Boulder, Colorado. My sandals are over there. So your startup, your technology, its potential may be limitless, but your time and energy aren't. So I was an entrepreneur for 6.5 years. I had 3 companies. All of them were like monumentally successful. If you consider success, massive failure, and then taking a big learning from it, which I do, so I was very successful. So the last startup I had was a complete cash grab. I was tired of being broke. My buddy and I had an idea for corporate health technology. We were going to exit in 3 or 4 years. And ironically, I made absolutely zero money off of this. But I absolutely killed myself for 3 years. Poor health, no exercise, not eating, not sleeping. And I ruined my body for nothing. And then one day I just quit. I decided I was done. I'm out, moving on. And my business partner and I used to get together, have happy hour. And we would always commiserate about how fucking bullshit the startup life is. It's this idea of like, man, I work my 100-hour weeks and I crush myself and I ruin my marriage, but I did it for the company and it was awesome, right? And so, like, it doesn't have to be that way. There's no mandate that that's how it has to be. So it's horseshit. So there's two real big things that you need to do in order to make the startup life manageable. Number 1, utilize your resources like a champ. Number 2, take good care of yourself. Your health is the number 1 thing. So let's talk about resources. Number 1, as an entrepreneur, have the audacity to raise your hand and ask for help. You are entrepreneurs because you are solving the problems that no one else is solving. You're doing it alone, right? And that may be great to get started, but the moment that you have a business, the innovative and disruptive thing that you are doing, that only makes up 20% of your business. You have a business just like everyone else that has finances and HR and marketing and sales, right? And that is not your expertise. Maybe one of those, right? But don't waste your time doing the things that someone else has already done and someone else has already nailed down. Reach out. So these can be people you know, these can be people you don't know. So what does that look like? Have you been a part of an accelerator, part of an incubator? Raise your hand if you have. Guess what? There are probably hundreds of other entrepreneurs that have gone through that program and have made it to success. Reach out to them. You are kindred spirits. Number 2, reach out to companies that you don't even know, right? But you admire and respect them. You'd be surprised if you just put in the effort who will reach back to you. Finally, the last one is, oh God, no, I forget that one. We'll just move it on. So the next one is cut the fat. There are items that are core to your business, and then there are items that are not. Don't listen to everyone. You got to dabble in everything. You got to make sure all the irons are in the fire because you never know what's going to take off. Do the thing that is most important to you, most important to your business. Concentrate on that until you have it nailed, and then move on to the next thing. 2 books I suggest for this are Essentialism and The One Thing. This really helped me in focusing that. So the other thing is Scout's Honor, Trust. I'm trying to remember what this one was. Oh, believe in yourself, right? Give yourself realistic timelines on things. Don't set success far in the future, and you can never achieve it, and you never feel success, right? So set realistic timelines so you get success as you're going. The next part is around health. Just take care of yourself, right? Your own personal health is your greatest productivity app. Number 1, most important, one ring to rule them all: sleep, 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 sleep. All right? This is the most important thing. It touches on every part of you as an individual, the way you lead, the way you interact with your team, with your wife, your husband, your friends, everything like that, your productivity. Highly suggest a book called Why We Sleep to understand why it's so important and why you are dumb if you are not sleeping, right? Like, if you don't sleep one day, the next day, you are not going to crush it. Other thing, eat right, eat healthy. It's really simple. It's not diet hacks. It's not like paleo. It's not vegan. No one has time. If you have trouble bathing and sleeping, you are not going to be able to do a difficult diet and implement that into your lifestyle. So eat simple. Fruits, vegetables, not a lot of meat. If it comes from a farm, awesome. If it's in a box, don't eat it. That's literally the only thing you have to do. It's very, very simple. Last, exercise, right? Exercise gives you everything you need to keep your body going. And this can be simple, right? Like, I'm up here and I'll just do some squats. right? I do this at work. If I go pee, I do a couple of push-ups. On my way in, I do pull-ups on some stairs. You don't have to do CrossFit. You don't have to do anything like that. Just do anything, right? And the last is meditation. My time is out. Meditation is the core. Every interview with every CEO I've ever seen that is highly successful says meditation is the #1 thing that does it for them, right? And it's simple. It's not about clearing your mind and focusing on a pebble. It's just about learning how to think and not be a slave to your thoughts. Some things I suggest: Calm, Headspace, whatever. Untethered Soul, if you have to read one book, change your life, highly suggest it. And I'm done. Just be good to yourselves, guys. You deserve it. Own it. Be good. All right.